My name is Onometa, and I have the very beautiful Lilibet, Ugochukwu Calvin, the lady on white. Oh.
I'm not on white today. I'm
But
on
but
black.
incidentally, she's not on white today. I deliberately said
Shadow
that.
said he likes seeing me on white.
Yes.
I don't get.
I deliberately said that because white looks very good on you.
Oh, really?
Yes, I saw your
Sure.
post and I had to be double sure. Is this Lilibet
Yes,
on white?
it's Lilibet. Is it Oyibo Lilibet in Nigeria? Don't worry, I'll soon go to my country.
Oh, no, please don't go. Please.
Don't you miss me?
I will, just like Casey at the sunshine. Please
Oh,
don't go.
okay. All right. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Deltans, and good morning, Tano. I hope you are doing well. It's another beautiful week. I'm so excited that we have seen another beautiful week. Yes, it's the 14th day in the month of April 2025. And we are still basking in the euphoria of God's blessings. It's been a wonderful weekend. Sunday was Palm Sunday, and for us Christians and Catholics, it was well celebrated with the procession and the carrying of palm fronds, going into the church, the reading how Jesus Christ was betrayed by Judas Iscariot, and how he was arrested by the soldiers and everything. Everything was just was narrated. Okay, so it's just a period for you to reflect on your life, to know the true meaning of Christianity, what you practice and what you preach, and also what you stand for. So that has ushered us into another beautiful week, which is called the Holy Week. Yes, we have started the Holy Week. So this week is going to be back to back thinking, back to back self-deworming. If you know of anything that you have been doing, is a week to purge yourself of those things. That's what I'm bringing to you this morning. From today being Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll have the Holy Thursday, the Good Friday, and the Easter Sunday. Easter is just a few days around the corner. And I want to just urge you that let this period bring a new you. Let it birth a new you. Thinking about the death and the resurrection of Christ, it should bring a new you. A new you should resurrect, just like Jesus is going to resurrect on the third day. So on that note, I am saying thank you for joining us. You will not regret that you joined us, and this is where we bring you the best of information, education, and entertainment. We serve it to you hot, hot. Stay with us. Daniel?
Oh, beautiful. Serving that hot. And actually reminiscent of all that you said from the prelude of the triumphant entry of Jesus Christ in
Yes.
Bethlehem.
The passion of Christ.
And I had a deeper reflection and perspective that among the top five religions, Christianity is the first, followed by Islam, followed by Buddhism, followed by Hinduism,
Hindu, yeah.
and Chinese religion. There are five of them. But Christianity is number one.
Okay.
With the followership and all of that, followed closely by the Muslim. But you see, I found that the Muslims, they have their pathological way of serving their God, Allah.
Yeah.
Devoid of the Christian. I would have expected Christians to also have a religious, that is a pathological way of also serving God. Why did I say that? While the Catholics, had Palm Sunday, some who believe in the Pentecostalism, they were not even touched. They didn't even pray near there. Do you understand? This is as a result of will change. And I just hope one day, they won't extinguish Easter.
Mm.
I just hope one day they will do that, because those who go to the so-called people who profess and a Pentecostal, and you understand, and yet they still have evil intentions in their heart against their neighbor. Don't even practice Ash Wednesday. They don't even practice Palm Sunday. They don't even practice Good Friday, which is the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. Then Easter month, when Easter Sunday. You understand? So I just pray that the Pentecostal creeds,
Yeah.
will not eventually wipe out all of this. Because come to think of it, Jesus Christ, whether you like it or not, is in you. You understand, man? Because I privilege of traveling outside of this country, to Israel precisely.
Yeah.
When we saw all of these points, all of these passports, you understand? But the present Christians, for example, those of us that go to Pentecostal church, ABC Church of God, you just went to church yesterday and you didn't even care whether it was a Palm Sunday. So it's actually
I don't think
contradictory.
most Pentecostal churches actually observe Palm Sunday.
They
I think
don't.
it's only the Catholics.
It's
that
only the
observe
Catholics,
Palm
and I
Sunday,
think, I don't know if the Anglicans do that. What about those with cherry boom boom? The celestial, do they also practice?
Which one is Cherry Boom
No,
Boom?
cherry boom as well. They don't also celebrate. They don't practice all of it. And yet Christianity, where all of them fall
Child.
under our pop.
That was something else.
So I look forward to a today where it will be one God, serving one Jesus Christ, and doing it in the correct way.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
So
So-
let's take us today to that.
Yes. Let's quickly look at the national celebration. So, national celebration. Let's see what we have for April. That's all I have for April. So today is 14th April. We have a whole lot, a whole lot of celebration. So we have the National Ex-Spouse Day, National Ex-Spouse Day. Well, for those who have spouses that are ex, it's your day to celebrate your ex. Just think about the good times. And so we have the Air Force Reserve Birthday. Well, let's really look at this National Ex-Spouse Day. What does it mean? All right, so it said on a scale of 1 to Adele, how are you feeling today? When we tell you it's National Ex-Spouse Day, this April 14th, is that going to make you blast? Okay, is that going to make you blast someone like you and pry into? Okay, so National Ex-Spouse Day inserted into the calendar exactly 2 months after Valentine's Day. 2 months after Valentine's Day, yeah, that's true. Has become a time to reflect on the positive moments you shared with your ex. Look, you married them. There must have been something you liked. That is before the snaps. This is just making you think or making you cry. I don't understand why we would celebrate X. What national celebration are we not going to see, or are we not going to celebrate? I cannot celebrate my ex-spouse day. It's gonna make me cry. That's if I really miss the person. So well, for those that want to celebrate, you can go ahead and celebrate. All right, for the Americans, it's American Day. American Day celebrates the solidarity of American nations and strengthens their collaboration. We also have Cambodian New Year. Okay, New Year for the Cambodians. We have Dream of Reason Feast Day. Dream of Reason Feast Day honors abandoned scientific theories and science fantasy futures. That's to do with scientific theories. And so we have the Holy Monday. I talked about this week being the Holy Week. So now it's here, the Holy Monday. It says, learn how to observe Holy Monday and honor Jesus Christ's life and his sacrifice. That's the Holy Monday. I know we have the Holy Thursday, and everybody will have Holy Monday. Now, Holy Monday is observed annually on April 14 this year. It commemorates Jesus' life, faith, and the events leading up to his death and eventual resurrection. According to the Bible, Holy Monday is the day after Jesus was greeted with palm leaves and the day before Judas decided to betray him. Please don't be a Judas. So for Christians, the holiday is the beginning of the Holy Week preparation, which includes reading the Bible often and reflecting on the scripture. For others, it's the time to get a much deserved break. So it's a time for you to read your Bible. For those who have not read their Bibles before, or you kept your Bible somewhere, please go bring it out, dust it, and start reading your Bible. And so we have the International Moments of Laughter Day. International Moments of Laughter Day is the perfect opportunity to laugh away your worries and your sorrow. If you know you have anything disturbing you, or you're feeling bad about something, laugh it away. Today is just laughing. If anybody greets you good morning, just laugh the reply. Yeah, so it's a laughing day today. Go ahead, keep laughing, but please mind how you laugh so they don't tag you someone that's running the same. All right, we have the National Donate a Book Day. Support your public library by donating a book to share the joy of reading. I'm very sure most of you have forgotten the road to any library at all. And some have not even visited any library for years. So today, have a book. You can go to a library and donate a book. For those who love reading, go there, pick a book, and they read. So let's celebrate our libraries. We have the National Gardening Day. Our gardens are a unique space. So get out there and make the most of them. Some of you don't have gardens in your surrounding. I love gardens. I love gardens a lot. I don't know, I'm a lover of flower. If you offend me and you give me flower, I will forgive you instantly. There and there, I'll forgive you. Tano, this is not an expo for you.
So you just said it.
It's not an expo for you. So for those who have gardens at the back of their houses, or you have gardens around your vicinity, tend to your garden, make it a very beautiful place where you can go sit, relax, and enjoy the sunset. And so we have a National Look Up at the Sky Day. Well, you want to look at the sky, be free to look at the sky, but I cannot just put my eyes there. And so we have the Pathologist Assistance Day. So we honor all PAs for their hard work and dedication this Pathologist Assistance Day. That's what it means, pathologists, PAs, your personal assistant, those that assist you. So if they work for you, please show them some love. We have the Perfume Day. It says shower sprigs your favorite perfume and celebrate the day in style with us. So for those of you who love perfumes, just like I do, I cannot do just one perfume. It's not possible. I mix for me. Yes, I love mixing. I can't just wear just one perfume, no. So if you love perfume, just like I do, celebrate yourself, because today is a perfume day. So as we celebrate Perfume Day, I want you to go out there and buy yourself a bottle of perfume. Spray, enjoy the scent. And so we have Reach as High as You Can. Reach as high as you can. I love that celebration because it talks about dreaming big. Don't limit yourself when it comes to dreaming. Dream high, dream wide. Reach as high as you can. As far as you can go. Think it, believe it, and you will do it. It says this is your sign to dream big and reach as high as you can. So always dream big. Don't think about limiting yourself, or don't think that anything can limit you. So as we celebrate that day, Reach as High as You Can Day, I am urging each and every one of you to think outside the box, make an impact, and let the world look up to you and see you as their mentor. So that's it on National Celebration this morning, the 14th day of April 2025.
Yes, what a very, you actually had a very tall one there by way of close to 10 national
Yeah.
days. I forgot to, but one of them that actually caught me,
Mm.
laughing. I had to do it every national day for laughing.
Laughing, okay.
And it reminded me that there is a machine that can make you laugh. Are you aware?
Laughing gas.
Yes.
Yes. But I've never come across that machine.
I came across it.
Really?
Yes. I came across it. And funny enough, is the young ones that actually have access, to that.
Mm.
Because when my little boy, who said, Dad, have you ever seen a laughing gas?
Mm.
He said, laughing gas. He said, yes. And behold, he just brought out something. So I said, this is laughing gas. I said, it don't make you to laugh. I said, no, I must be paranoid.
I've never seen that though.
And I watched the guy. I watched it on. I fell in love. He just kept it by the corner
Mm.
of the apartment there, and I said, I can't even be so, something that makes me laugh.
Okay, so whenever he wants to laugh, he just turns it on and he goes laughing. Is that
Funny
it?
enough, I've not even seen him. He himself, I think that it has to do with a peer influence among them. You understand? But I know I've not
Laughing
even
gas.
seen.
Are you sure it's not something I saw online? It was put inside a balloon.
Yes,
I don't know because the video I saw, the girl blew the balloon and then all of a sudden she started laughing uncontrollably.
A lot of them like that. That's why I say the peer influence.
Is that not a joke?
No.
Laughing gas.
Mm.
So you just expose it, everyone start laughing like. Because I don't want to be in that scenario. I don't want to find myself in that room where they will laughing gas.
So I'm not surprised by that.
Allow me laugh naturally, please.
Except you don't want to. If not, God has created you in a way that, except you are demonic.
Mm.
You are a sadist.
You're a sadist, yes. Even when people say things that will make you laugh, you don't laugh. You have a problem. Maybe your problem is bigger than Nigeria's problem.
No, apart from people bigger than Nigeria's problem. That person is sacramental. If you ask me, because at that point, nothing makes you happy. You understand? Just find yourself in a state of delusion that can lead you to depression. So then another one again that could say look up to the sky. Just look up to the sky day. A lot of things going on outside this national day celebration.
Yeah. Look up the sky. You just come outside and you keep looking at the sky. What are you looking at? I feel you're just looking at the sky and you're just gonna be thinking. Yeah. Okay, so if we're
National
just
Spouse Day, and they also have
ex-spouse day.
ex-spouse
You
day.
think about your ex.
That's your ex. When you're talking about the spouse,
Married, someone you
by
got
way of,
married to. Yes.
somebody
Your
got married
husband,
to.
your wife, yes.
yeah.
You think about the person.
Yes, it's also possible because there could be reasons for the breakup.
If it's a painful breakup, I don't see any reason why you should think about them or celebrate
But the
them.
ones that are not painful, probably by way of a mutual understanding that the way we are going, so that we don't plan experience what we call a domestic violence, that we just physical parts and ways quiet.
The ones that were giving you bad food, you want to think about them. No.
No, it's a no.
Mhm.
So which other things
Okay.
you look at?
I looked at so many. I think we've crossed that.
Let's pick two more.
Okay, I've actually shot that page. Yes. I just we were gonna go there.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, we talked about perfume day.
Yes, perfume, which is another good one. But usually everybody that use perfume,
No, not everybody. I know not everybody.
not everybody. And the Vogue now, you now have them in small
Buttons
bottles that makes it possible for you to now
to carry in your handbag. It's easy.
instead of going just use from the house, you just grab that
Yeah.
and you're off.
Mm,
Because it's supposed to smell good
yes.
all the time.
Yes.
Smell food all the time, and you can like that for what you get.
Okay. the library.
related to the library, which is another good one. But you see, knowledge base now is such that people don't go to the books any longer.
The books come today.
No, no, that apart from the books coming to them, you see, you go to the books because you want to seek knowledge. But as of before now, the white men knew that if you go to that point, you get more knowledgeable. I went to the computers and the knowledge there, so you were at that black. Not everybody wants to go to the computers. But trust black men, Ray was there, and now it's an AI. AI. And I bet you, not even everybody's on AI. Well, you know that. Not everybody's on AI. A lot of people have the Android phones and all that. But they don't know that you can also have your AI installed. And then you just need to that AI. You just Google whatever brief. You know, whatever brief you want. And it pops up.
Yeah.
So it keeps you ahead. And not everybody.
Makes it very easy for you.
And not
When you go to the library,
everybody.
you have to go to shelf by shelf to look for what you're looking for. Okay. All right. So that's it on our national celebration, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So
we'll
let's
take
quickly
a
go
break.
to
We'll take
trending.
a-
Okay. Okay.
We'll take a break and we'll come back to the time for our
Trending issues.
Take it away.
Alpha Delta people, in less than 22 months, Governor Borowori don show say im promise not be plenty talk wey dey full basket, not be cho with im more agenda, meaningful development, opportunity for all, realistic reforms and enhanced peace and security. Progress don burst out everywhere. Im don upgrade over 500 roads, initiate over 300 new ones and build plenty bridges wey dey connect our communities.
Every day when I dey reach here, my spirit dey jump, my morale dey high because this bridge never tell me what this sheriff talk well. Julius Berger is the high. Sheriff, yes.
For education, over 3,000 teachers and support staff don join and schools don dey get better shine.
I really want to say the government has done a good job providing us with these new buildings because we lack lecture or we are grateful to the government.
For the health sector, 1 billion naira, you dey hear wetin I dey talk, 1 billion naira don burst out our health insurance. Hospitals don dey get better modern equipment and new health colleges don open. Every day changes dey happen for Delta State. For agriculture, 1 billion naira intervention fund dey help our farmers to produce better food. Make we not be begin to dey talk about empowerment sef wey dey sup for the state. Sheriff don touch over 250,000 lives for the state.
Our administration is fully committed to what government expected to do for its people, which is to empower them to overcome the challenges of life, enable them to achieve their full means of happiness.
Everybody no go laugh for his life, his generation no go laugh. As he remember me, remember my daughter today, make God remember her. He go come again, we go still follow am again.
Our hard-working civil servants also dey enjoy support, and for our security agencies local, they don get 66 security vehicles when our governor don say make e enter the road, make e protect people for the street.
Thank you for the support that you are giving to the police command and other security agencies in the state.
Okodo just dey go round every sector to make sure say everywhere balash. Make una know say this one na proof say Governor Borowori dey talk the talk, he dey do the work, and na man wey dey win award sef up and down.
We are giving you this award as the most all-inclusive governor of the year 2025.
Dis na sign say e dey bring hope and progress for every corner for Delta State. Make we join hands celebrate our leader wey truly dey make Delta State dey shine. The work never finish o, e go continue to dey do more. How far Delta pipo? In less than 22 months, Governor Borowori don show say im promise not be plenty talk wey dey full basket, not be cho. With im more agenda, meaningful development, opportunity for all, realistic reforms and enhanced peace and security, progress don burst out everywhere. Im don upgrade over 500 roads, initiate over 300 new ones and build plenty bridges wey dey connect our communities.
Every day when I dey reach here, my spirit dey jump, my morale dey high, because this bridge never tell for us. This sheriff talk swear, Julius Berger is the high. Sheriff, yes.
For education, over 3,000 teachers and support staff don join and schools don dey get better shine.
I really want to say the government have done a good job providing us with these new buildings because we lack lecture or we are grateful to the government.
For the health sector, 1 billion naira, you dey hear wetin I dey talk? 1 billion naira don burst out our health insurance. Hospitals don dey get better modern equipment and new health colleges don open. Every day, changes dey happen for Delta State. For agriculture, 1 billion naira intervention fund dey help our farmers to produce better food. Make we not begin to dey talk about environment sef wey dey sup for the state. Sheriff don touch over 250,000 lives for the state.
Our administration is fully committed to what government expected to do for its people, which is to empower them to overcome the challenges of life and enable them to achieve their full means of happiness.
Everybody no go lack for his life, his generation no go lack. As he remember me, remember my daughter today, make God remember her. He go come again, we go still follow am again.
Our hard-working civil servants also dey enjoy support, and for our security agencies, they don get 66 security vehicles when our governor don say make e enter the road, make e protect people for the street.
Thank you for the support that you are giving to the police command and other security agencies in the state.
Okodo just dey go round every sector to make sure say everywhere balash. Make una know say this one na proof say Governor Borowori dey talk the talk, he dey do the work, and na man wey dey win award sef up and down.
We are giving you this award as the most all-inclusive governor of the year 2025.
Dis na sign say im dey bring hope and progress for every corner for Delta State. Make we join hands celebrate our leader wey truly dey make Delta State dey shine.
If tanker wey carry fuel fall or pipe wey carry fuel for underground burst, wetin you go do? You go begin bail fuel put for your bucket, or you go run comot far for where the fire go soon come. Na only small time you get to take this wise decision. Waka comot, no, that one no dey enough. Shift, no, that one no dey enough. Stay there dey gist and take pictures with your phone. That na madness. Run, yes, run comot. Yes, your life depend on wetin you do. The fire go come at once and you no go fit control am. Why? Petrol dey catch fire easily. Why? Na just small spark go start big fire. So no stay there dey think. Run comot quick to save your life. No throway your life away because of say you wan pack petrol. Take this advice. This informate na from Public Enlightenment Office, Delta Broadcasting Service, Asaba.
Youth Administration is committed to delivering impactful governance that will improve the lives of Deltans. Take a look at the inauguration of the Boji Boji Owa Mixed Modern Markets.
The newly inaugurated Boji Boji Owa Mixed Modern Market, which includes a modern abattoir, is crucial towards improving economic activities and also stimulating innovation.
Governor Sharif.
And because Governor Sharif is dedicated to providing sustainable infrastructures, he has also encouraged that the facilities be given timely maintenance.
Governor Sharif is always concerned about the well-being of Deltans.
Even ESFC, in line with the more agenda, opportunities for all. Say Governor Sharif, he don't call for the redesign of academic curricula to equip graduates with the technical skills necessary for them to become job and wealth creators.
And no surprise, the Delta State Ministry of Science and Technology inaugurated the More ICT Year program at the Delta State Innovation Hub, Asaba. This program is a government-backed initiative aimed at equipping youths with essential digital skills.
For this Delta State, more agenda will reach all of us.
Opportunities for all.
Yes, sir.
Brought to you by Delta State Ministry of Information.
One of the states in Nigeria that takes governance seriously is Delta State. While Governor Sharif Oborowori leads from the front with his surprise inspections, his commissioners are also on the field to ensure every project delivers value.
If you have a problem in the field, you must take it as a serious matter.
It's a good thing that the commissioner came to inspect.
We are not only interested in just building roads where people will pass, we're also interested in creating an environment that is livable.
This is one of the biggest jobs here in the Abraka route. The project is not taking time. We are fast on it. The governor of Delta State is doing a great job.
We appreciate the governor for awarding the contract and the project.
Terry, we appreciate his work. We wish him to continue like that. And whenever he comes up again, the community will vote for him.
Delta is a coastal state, so before the rain comes, we do management of all the drains. Find out that some persons have turned the drains into a dump site. We're coming hard on them. The drain is strictly meant for stormwater.
This, to a large extent, shows that in Delta State, governance is full-time commitment.
All right, on to morning ride, Tuesday, Mondays edition. Lily and I were just in the state of okay, maybe actually, but
question and answer. Because I don't understand. The next story that we are going to be dropping.
Yes.
Okay. It says the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, Brigadier General Olakule Nafiyu, has assured that corps members who recently completed their service will receive arrears of the newly approved 77,000 naira allowance. Speaking in Abuja at the Batch A 2025 pre-mobilization workshop for heads of corps producing institutions and other stakeholders, that DG noted that the payment of the new allowance began in March, 8 months after President Bola Tinubu signed the new minimum wage. I don't understand. The civil service get any arrears?
No.
So why should core members get arrears?
Yeah,
They've passed. See, Tano, I don't like this. DG, please. They have passed. Let them go. Focus on the ones that are there. If not, you pay everybody arrears.
I think what they
During my time, I wasn't paid arrears, and it was no now.
Yeah, I think what they did, as can I understand it, the pronouncement was made.
Yes, but the implementation was not done.
The implementation, if not for that girl that cried out, if not for that girl that cried out, probably they were planning to say, okay, the whole process should commence only God knows when. But that young girl cried out, and implementation was made almost immediately. So for those who have probably 1 or 2 months to pass out, should also be part. And for crying out loud, if you understand the workability, there probably is not even more than 1 or 2 areas.
Tell me, what are you saying indirectly? Are you saying yes, they are entitled to receive arrears? How are they going to receive? They've passed out, yes. So are they going to go back with their card, or they've dropped everything? So what's the essence going back?
I think they'll have a way at which they will sort them out.
So you're in support that they should be paid?
Because why do I say that? The payment started when they were still in service. Probably they just had 1 or 2 months to pass out. And if they start the process, they should also pay their fees.
The implementation. Tano, if you're saying that when the pronouncement was made, that's when they are supposed to start receiving, then everybody should be involved. You should include everyone, including the civil servants. Yes. Why make the corpers so special?
So special. Well,
what about the civil servants? If you're clamoring that they have to be paid arrears, then you pay everybody arrears. That's it.
That's correct.
Everyone is entitled to receive arrears.
That's correct.
Good. Alright, so that's it. Let's say this NDLEA story. The Narcotics Commander, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, or your state command, that's Mr. Olayinka Joe, has expressed worry over the high intake of illicit drugs in the state. Mr. Joe made the observation in an interview with newsmen in Abeokuta, Ogun State, at the sidelines of the public destruction of drug exhibits held at Ipara Town, Ogun, in Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. According to him, the high consumption of cannabis sativa in the state, which had metamorphosed into loud with different strains like Scottish loud, Canadian loud, and Arizona loud, among others, is worrisome. Mr. Joe Fadile said the illicit substance kills gradually and painfully. He reiterated that the command had cordial relationship with all security agencies, saying the 1.6 million kilograms of illicit drugs destroyed was possible because of joint efforts. Yes, we commend the effort of the NDLEA, especially the Oyo State Command, for doing justice to those drugs. But another thing is, would I say some persons are left to peddle drugs on the streets while others are to be apprehended? Because when we talk about drugs, it's not just the cannabis sativa, it's not just loud. We have other kind of drugs that has come to stay. We have the one they call Burumiri. We have the one that is it tramadol or Reflon, whatever. The one you take and your tongue turns blue. And you see people talking, you see their tongue, you know they have taken that drug. but yet you let them go. And then you see people at hideouts. You don't accost them. You don't destroy their drugs. Some of you even go to patronize them. So what are we fighting?
Yes.
What are we actually fighting?
You see, a little bit, the fight is just like putting water in a
basket.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll tell you for free that 60% of the nation's population are drugs. 60%. It is the one you are seeing.
Especially the youth.
It is the one you're seeing. You see, if you pass through, let me give you a simple example. Universities, go to our campuses, right? You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked with the number of. If a 10-year-old boy can tell you something about drugs, right? What do you expect of a 16 years old, 17 years old, who by virtue of peer group influence, most of all these attitudes as a result of peer group influence?
Sure.
You understand? Our parents are not there with us.
They're not watching.
Nobody's watching. Let us indulge. There's a party somewhere, and everybody's at that party. And at that party, you will see some people go to a particular corner. And all of them, if there are 15 of them there, 15 of them there are not taking abuse.
One drop or the other.
And it's a malady. It's a malady that has eaten deep into the fabrics of human existence. I'm not talking of only Nigeria.
It's not only Nigeria, no.
I'm not talking of
It's
Ghana.
everywhere.
I'm not talking of Cameroon.
Almost every country.
You understand? Oh, is it America? Is it London? They move the categories of drugs. Right? Let me shock you. I served in the north. Right? And the other day I was just going through my school, and I saw a young house sleeping toilet. The latrine.
That's a sock away piece.
Yes, yes.
I think it does something.
You understand? Then a stick. You might not see a stick again around. I don't know. I think that's gone into extinction. But a stick is a kind of gum.
Gum, yes. Very strong.
Very
gum.
strong. Gum.
Like Aradat.
Like Aradat. Guys sleep.
Wait, it's like they don't know that these things are dangerous to their health.
No.
It kills gradually. It destroys. It destroys the lungs, intestine. And you're not aware.
No. Look, at that point, let me tell you the gap. You see, psychologically, between age 14 and 25, the stomach period for every adolescent child. Stomach period. There are two things. If you are not in the heart, then go to the secret organizations that we have in our society today, ranging from pirates, looking out,
the
Vikings, Mafai.
It's okay, the names, yeah.
Just mention them. 80% of their members are on board. 8. Then go to the guest hostel. 60% of the girls too, because of peer group influence with the boys that they have as friends, are also victims.
Yeah. The problem is, how can this be resolved?
It can never be.
So it's here to stay?
It can never be, because
It's destroying our youth.
there's an improvement. You know what to stop you as an individual? When God touches you and you say, I am done, and dusted. And it gets to that point psychologically.
Lord, we pray for divine encounter on all those
It will
that
get,
are,
and it gets to that point. Yeah, it's a youthful thing now.
killing themselves.
Because that is where it starts from. That's where the preparatory stage starts from. Do you understand? When nobody is around you, your parents are not there to see you, right? To watch you, to guide you, and all of that. You get it done.
Well,
there are only few youths that come out of it. There are some youths that will say, okay, no, I'm going to stick only to the marijuana.
There's one they take now. There's one they take now. It makes them stand at the spot but bend their head. It's so funny. There was a guy that was supposed to get married. His groomsmen were ready. The groom himself took that stuff. He stood at a spot and burnt his head. And one of the friends caught him on camera and said, "See, groom is high. Groom is high. How will he go to church?"
Even the guy who snapped it is a member.
Because yes, they were all in the hotel. The groomsmen were ready. Did they see him taking that thing? Why not
They
stop
all
him?
do it together.
Some people say they take it to act, to be agile. I don't understand. Okay, now you are. What if that marriage?
It cuts across the gender. There's a popular Nigerian act that says his wife, he taught the wife how to be up.
And the wife did it more than him.
And the wife eventually
escalated.
It takes the grace of God.
I even pity families that take that thing. Husband and wife.
Children will follow. I don't know where it all started from, but as I speak to you, drug intake in Nigeria is over 100 years.
It's getting worse.
It's over 100 years.
Getting worse.
Do you understand me? It's over 100 years. And it will be difficult.
Serious. And the police should also join them in fighting this. The police should join them in fighting. I know why I'm saying this. They should join them in fighting this menace.
Let me shock you again.
Don't shock me. I'm already shocked. Don't shock me.
90% of the policemen are drug addicts.
That's what I'm saying. Don't shock me because I'm already shocked. I haven't shocked.
I was giving you an instance. At this Oshodi Ojo, where you have the federal radio school FRNs.
Yes, FRN.
On that railway line there,
I know the railway.
which is very close to the army barracks.
Yeah, I know.
Come out to that railway line. You see army men
okay.
on that full strike from Bolade.
Tano, don't break the table. We are managing the table. Don't break the
So
table.
what am I trying to
Don't break the
say?
table. Let's quickly look at
it takes
our
the grace of God.
And the grace of God will abide.
If the drug the NDL, for example, they are coming to bust your end now, they will even tell you ahead that they are coming to hide your
cara.
hide your.
All right, let's look at this trending issue of Abdul Karim and his song.
Tell your papa.
Yes, Professor Wole Soyinka, Nigeria's Nobel laureate for literature, has criticized the recent ban on a song by Nigerian musician Idris Abdul Karim, describing it as a disturbing return to censorship and a threat to free expression. Now, in a statement issued on Sunday, which was yesterday, from New York University, Abu Dhabi, Professor Soyinka expressed concern over the decision, warning that it reflected a troubling pattern of attempts to suppress artistic and socio-political commentary to the country. Drawing attention to the implications of the ban, the octogenarian Nobel Prize winner suggested that it went beyond the content of the song, arguing that the action undermined fundamental democratic principles such as freedom of expression. He also highlighted that what he saw as the irony of such efforts at censorship backfiring, ultimately boosting the visibility and commercial success of the targeted artists. Now, Professor Soyinka referenced a satirical cartoon, which, shared with him by a fellow artist, which he said effectively captured the absurdity of the situation and underscored the futility of trying to suppress dissenting voices through bans. In his remark, the Nigerian singer and rapper Idris Abdul Karim says he didn't attack Sheyi Tinubu with his new song, stressing that he only replied to a statement made by the entrepreneur that his father, President Bola Tinubu, is Nigeria's best ever president. The younger Tinubu made the statement in Yola, the Adamawa state capital, in March 2025. The rapper said his new song, Tell Your Papa, was not an attack on Sheyi, but a call for the president's son to tell his father, whom he addressed as the best president ever, to address Nigeria's economy and security challenges. Then he can come out and boldly say, yes, my father is the best president.
Yes.
Dano.
Oh, yes, quite a lot there for him.
Would you commend Abdul Karim for what he said? I think for me, he's just passing a message that CEO, you can actually do well. You can do better. You know, the economy is nothing to write home about. So you need to fix this area. I think he's just trying to call on the parts that needs to be touched. And then Wole Soyinka came out and said he went too far on a ban. He did not insult. He did not use abusive words. It's just like a word of advice to the president. You know, this is a democratic country, and we have freedom of speech, expression. So are you saying that one should not express, just like that girl, that copper girl that came out to say something about the president? You know, people were lashing her that she insulted the president and stuff, and she was like, no, I'm only calling on him to say, look at where you are lacking behind, so fix it. So what's your take?
Yeah, well, for me, my take is as simple as one. I like to be on the same page with Wole Soyinka. I like to also be on the same page with Patrick Tom, who also said, you know, that the ban by the National Broadcast Commission was an error, and it should be reversed back, you know, because what Idris Abdul Karim did was more like satirizing the society, telling us what the society is all about. And he told you, he said, look, you fly around in chartered flights. You don't even know what the security situation is in the country. Why don't you take go on the road
without aids,
without security aids?
Look at people in the bushes, poor men,
that
farmers.
Kidnapping is the order of the day. Insecurity is the order of the day. And yet you come out to tell us that your father is the best. And all of that. And also draws back that when it is of the sun, Nigeria, Obasanjo didn't go to that extent. Obasanjo just you know, talk to him back. Say, Babad, that is your father. That is your house that is Jaga. You understand? But you see, one thing that Nigerians have failed to realize, you see, the kind of genre of music that we enjoy actually expresses what is happening in our society today. You understand? You know, it is also a sound of that is, you will not understand. You understand? So that song, you know, that he released, that Tell Your Papa, he's saying, I'm talking to you, tell your father.
Tell your dad that this is what Nigerians need.
You understand? So it's more like an advice.
Advice, yeah.
But you see, he did that through satire in literature. When you satirize the Nigerian society, it's not today that we're having people. Look at Fela Adekunle Beat of Blessed Memory. Do you know that children of nowadays they enjoy Fela more than anything?
They even mimic him.
Mimic him and tell you, okay, see, the kind of country that we are in. Is it a lie? My children never knew anything that there was more levels. There was a documentary that was showing more levels, but I told them, watch. These were the kind of buses we used many years ago. And in one of Fela's songs, he said, in a moment, 99 will be standing, 50 will be sitting. You understand? And what were we going through? We were suffering
and smiling
at the same time. You understand? You know, Tinubu should not feel bad.
Yeah.
You know.
not
NBC, they went too far. They were overzealous. And let me tell you what happened eventually. Do you know, because of that ban now, because of this ban on April song,
the music has gone viral. Everybody's talking about
I
it.
personally said, okay, let me go to YouTube
To listen to the song.
and really I went to YouTube to listen to the song, and I didn't really see anything that.
Even VDM is clamoring for a remix of the song.
Do you understand?
And it was going to feature in the video.
And you saw, for me to go to YouTube to find out the song, and it tells you that it's a plus.
Yes.
You
It has
understand?
made, in fact, they made the song popular. I didn't know about the song until I saw the band.
Idris is a street boy.
And when I saw the band, I went on Facebook. Everybody they were just posting the song. So they only succeeded in making him.
Yeah, Idris has been a street boy. I personally have one or two many years ago, brain of
They just made him popular.
relationship with Idris. We have Idris. We also have Tony Tetuila.
Yes, Tony Tetuila.
We also have there's this little third guy, one of our own here from Delta, Eddie Montana. That sang Eddie the World of the Remedies. The World of the Remedies band many years ago.
No, you're really an oldie. Please,
Oh
shift.
no, you can't take it away from
Shift,
the old
you are an oldie. Okay, so let's take this final trendy issue. Recently the headsmen have been kidnapping and killing, and they've been mourning and waving in Delta State. Now, the Delta State Police Command says it has killed 4 suspected kidnappers who have been terrorizing the Ogwashukum and Ubuluku axis. The command spokesman, SP Bright Edafe, disclosed this in a statement on Saturday in Asaba, Delta State capital. Bright Edafe said following the kidnap of a doctor at Iseluku on April 6, 2025, and his release on April 7, 2025, after collecting a ransom of 15 million naira from the medical doctor and the driver, the Commissioner of Police, Delta State, CP Olufemi Abaniwanda, directed operations of the CP Special Assessment Team to embark on an intelligence-led investigation and ensure that the kidnappers are arrested and brought to justice. And according to reports, that the head of the gang was caught, and then when they asked him to take the police asked him to take them to where the other gang members were putting up inside the bush at about 8 p.m. So when he was getting close to where the gang members were, he raised an alarm, telling them that, oh, see what's happening, and then he fled to go meet them, and that was when the gunfire started. They would just be relaxed, not knowing what was coming. So I'm sure they were not, they didn't set their gun, or they were not ready. They caught them unawares. And then the police entered them, fired at them. So they killed 4. They sustained injury, and when they took them to the hospital confirmed them dead on arrival. So I would like to commend the police, Delta State Police Command. I'd like to commend them for this action. They should continue. These people are hiding in the bushes. They are not living in any house. They are in the bushes. If they can release some squad to go to the bush, comb the bushes, and some of the army we have, they go to forests, they go there and they have their camp there. So if we have the police go to these bushes, have their camp there, they interchange them, I don't think this kidnapping thing will continue in Delta State.
It's not too late.
I'm particular about Delta State. It's not only in Delta State, yes, but I'm particular about Delta State because this is where I stay, and the reports we're talking about now is what happened in Delta State. Edo is another state that is facing this ban. In fact, theirs, especially Uromi, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But this thing was not in the east before.
Is it Ogun State? No,
it was not in the east before.
What we had in the east was gunmen.
Unknown gunmen, yes.
Gunmen.
Oh. But now we have headers. They come all in the name of farming or hunters, and they carry dagger. Do you use dagger to hunt?
No, dagger, you see.
You carry AK-47 to hunt?
The dagger was something that was universally accepted. Anybody can move around for self-defense with a dagger. But you see, when the attack became so intense, they had to now introduce guns. You see, all of these guns and owned by headsmen were as a result of for self-defense. But they went beyond by way of a lot of people infiltrated into their system. You understand? Where did this all begin? The Boko Haram. You and I cannot forget in a hurry that Borno State was where all of this happened politically. You understand? And at a point, these guys, after the politicians had used them, now left them to your tent, O Israel. Right? And how did they survive? And that was why they started coming after. So the only way we can survive is by picking people for ransom. You see, most people who die in their death die as a result of other underlying issues. Either they had heart attack, may God not allow you. May God not allow us to experience anything like that.
Thank God for this doctor that it was his ransom that actually led to this.
Of course not, because they will go after you now. The policeman will go after you, and I want if the policemen also get information. They get information.
If the police want to work,
they will
work.
They get information.
They will work. I give it to them. They will work.
I don't want to say too many things. If not, the University of Kukuru Toja for Oluwa, that is he said that it's
they stay in the yes.
You understand?
Because that doctor, you won't tell me that it was coincidental. Because according to a report I heard, that when they approached the head of the gang, the kidnappers gang, was saying, yes, this is their leader, this is their head. The doctor was actually coming for a program based in the US and was coming for a program. And the guy was saying, yes, this is their head. How did you know that man is their head? How sure are you that he is their head?
Yes, there was
and then he was taken into custody.
It was an information.
And they asked for about 20-something million naira, but they had to come down to 50 million naira, which they raised, and they gave it to them. Even when the police caught these kidnappers, you could see the money. They gave them the money in cash. You could see the money. You saw the money. Because they exposed the money.
They exposed the money.
Yes.
They understand only for the guy. Right? I mean, like this gang leader has a very thriving business in Onitsha.
Onitsha?
You follow that history.
What kind of business?
You know the kind of business. You know they will
take money, they will take ransom money and go open a lucrative business and still remain. Why not repent?
I'll be selling things like food in the market there. Selling good material.
Sometimes this story actually overwhelms me.
Right? And see how it will eventually. I'm sure what the police did, I think it was good enough because I think they had to risk them. Because if they had caught them alive,
well, Tano,
would have released them.
Yeah.
Some big guys will come from nowhere.
No, Tano, don't break the table. Don't break the table.
Oh.
And good a thing, these kidnappers were actually the same persons that killed Esther Ojo, the relator who went to show clients a house. Yes. And they're also the same persons that killed the other farmer, kidnapped the farmer, killed him, and then the wife and the daughter. Yes, they were the same person. So thank God they've gone. Where you sent people to, you've been sent there. So they will continue to go down. We will not stop. All right.
I think do we still have any other thing trending? Because for me,
no, we have the papers. We have the papers.
Okay, we have the papers in 5 minutes. So
yes,
let's take that quickly.
All right. So we have let's quickly go to the papers. Let's see what they have for us. Today we'll start with the Nigerian Tribune. And the Nigerian Tribune says how Supreme Court rulings landed PDP LP in further crisis. Rider is there, but we'll not take it. We have air passengers volume drops amid biting economy. SEC bans unregistered digital asset exchange online forest platforms. And we have the presidency says no new revelation as U.S. court orders FBI, DEA to release records on Tinubu's investigation. That's all we will take on the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, our next paper for review is the Daily Punch. And we'll just take a quick look at what is trending as the Punch is concerned. The Daily Punch below the master.
Are you giving them daily?
The Punch.
Good.
The Punch. Below the master. Battle for Rivers. AGF moves to defend Tinubu as PDP governors mobilize 11 senior advocates of Nigeria. That is a big move there. And the photo speak, we see the Cherubim and Seraphim movement there with a palm front celebrating the triumphant entry of Jesus Christ, Palm Sunday, yesterday. All right, that's it from the Punch newspaper.
Okay, quickly, the Guardian newspaper. Labour lament high cost of living, braces for wage renegotiation. And we also have nothing new to reveal. Presidency dismisses U.S. court in Tinubu's drug case. Njume raises alarm over renewed Boko Haram attacks in Borno, seizure of LGA. Finally, we have the 2027 ADP admits gang up to unseat Tinubu as Uzodinma dismisses collation.
Vanguard is our next paper for review. I'll just take the lead there. The Vanguard has on tariff, economic instability, job losses, forex inflow loom, Nasiwa, army decries poor, equal youths enlistment in the military services. Below the master, nothing new in FBI, DA record on drug case. That statement is credited to the presidency. All right, that's it on the Vanguard this morning.
Daily Independent is next. Experts task FG on 30,000 untapped jobs in marine. Review economy. Rider says urge proper harnessing as crucial area of economic diversification. The top man says Sarah asked Akpabio Abbas to withdraw bill targeting bloggers. And on the student loan, NOA uncovers fraud by banks, tertiary institutions. And finally, Nigerians' $3.42 billion air cargo at risk as Trump's tariffs resume soon.
The Daily Times is our last paper for review, and it has below the masthead Sunday Jackson, who appealed to Governor Fintiri to exercise his prerogative of mercy on May 29th. That statement is credited to Ugebe, and one can also see okay, we'll take the story just below the photo speak. Police arrest herbalist over death mutilation of 11-year-old boy in Adamawa State. Lakurawa terrorists raid Zamfara community, set homes ablaze. And we'll just look at this very last story that says U.S. court orders FBI DEA to release Tinubu's investigation records. That's it on the dailies this morning.
Yes, so those are the dailies we have for you this morning. You can grab a copy to peruse further stories, or you go to the e-cabins.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our award-winning guests for today. Talking of Ambassador S.A. Joshua Imadi, SSA to His Excellency. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be back to the sports.
less than 22 months, Governor Borowori don show say im promise not be plenty talk wey dey full basket, not be cho with im more agenda, meaningful development, opportunity for all, realistic reforms, and enhanced peace and security. Progress don burst out everywhere. Im don upgrade over 500 roads, initiate over 300 new ones, and build plenty bridges wey dey connect our communities.
Every day when I dey reach here, my spirit dey jump, my morale dey high, because this bridge never tell me what this sheriff talk well. Julius Berger is the high. Sheriff! Ah yes.
For education, over 3,000 teachers and support staff don join, and schools don dey get better shine.
I really want to say the government has done a good job providing us with these new buildings because we lack lecture or we are grateful to the government.
For the health sector, 1 billion naira, you dey hear wetin I dey talk? 1 billion naira don burst out our health insurance. Hospitals don dey get better modern equipment and new health colleges don open. Every day, changes dey happen for Delta State. For agriculture, 1 billion naira intervention fund dey help our farmers to produce better food. Make we not put the detail to talk about empowerment itself wey dey sup for the state. Sheriff don touch over 250,000 lives for the state.
Our administration is fully committed to what government expected to do for its people, which is to empower them to overcome the challenges of life, enable them to achieve their full means of happiness.
Everybody no go lack for his life, his generation no go lack. As he remember me, remember my daughter, okay, make God remember her. He go come again, we go see follow am again.
Our hard-working civil servants also dey enjoy support, and for our security agencies, they don get 66 security vehicles when our governor don say make e enter the road, make e protect people for the street.
Thank you for the support that you are giving to the police command and other security agencies in the state.
Kodo just dey go round every sector to make sure say everywhere na lash. Make una know say this one na proof say Governor Borowori dey talk the talk, he dey do the work, and na man wey dey win award sef up and down.
We are giving you this award as the most all-inclusive governor of the year 2025.
Dis na sign say e dey bring hope and progress for every corner for Delta State. Make we join hands celebrate our leader wey truly dey make Delta State shine. The work never finish o, e go continue to dey do more.
Indeed, Governor Sheriff's administration is committed to delivering impactful governance that will improve the lives of Deltans. Take a look at the inauguration of the Boji Boji Owa Mixed Modern Markets.
The newly inaugurated Boji Boji Owa Mixed Modern Market, which includes a modern abattoir, is crucial towards improving economic activities and also stimulating innovation.
Governor Sheriff.
And because Governor Sheriff is dedicated to providing sustainable infrastructures, he has also encouraged that the facilities be given timely maintenance.
Governor Sheriff is always concerned about the well-being of Deltans.
I even hear sef say in line with the more agenda, opportunities for all. Say Governor Sheriff, he don call for the redesign of academic curricula to equip graduates with the technical skills necessary for them to become job and wealth creators.
And no surprise, the Delta State Ministry of Science and Technology inaugurated the More ICT Year program at the Delta State Innovation Hub at Asaba. This program is a government-backed initiative aimed at equipping youths with essential digital skills.
For this Delta State, more agenda will reach all of us.
Opportunities for all.
Yes, sir.
Brought to you by Delta State Ministry of Information.
All right, welcome back, and in case you're joining us, it's Monday's edition of the program Morning Live, and we're at that spot where we'll be bringing out one of our very best. If you ask me, award-winning guest, because he actually speaks to the component of our discussion, and he's going to be speaking on the award-winning governor for good governance. I'm talking of no other person than Ambassador S.A. Joshua Magnife, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Media. Ambassador Joshua, welcome to our studio. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I must appreciate the fact that we just a call, because this is the rave of the moment. Yet back to back, the governor has done it again, and this time around for good governance. As an award-winning governor, can you just speak to that component?
Firstly, as a Deltan, I want to say congratulations to His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Opedo Opolori, the workaholic and award-winning governor of Delta State. Deltans, home and abroad, are very excited because, there's nothing as beautiful as when you're very rewarded for hard work. And in less than a year, His Excellency has received more than 3 awards anyways, but we have 3 major awards. I'm talking about the This Day Arise TV Award, Telegraph Award, and now Vanguard newspaper. This His Excellency has been an award-winning person, even when he was a speaker. Don't forget, he won in 2021. He was awarded Legislature of the Year by Independent newspaper. He's a man who always make record and break them. So very happy. And don't forget the first award by this day talked about the best governor. The second one, Telegraph, talked about best governor infrastructure, and the one just received now from Vanguard talks about good governance. You can see that the man is more agenda. You see, the more MORE, which we all know, meaningful development, opportunity for all, realistic reform, enhanced peace and security, is indeed keeping to that promise. And if you see, the beautiful thing here is that not just Delta that are observing what His Excellency is doing. I'm talking about people from other states. Deltas in a diaspora, they can see, like the words of the Commissioner for Public Works and Information, Delta State, Jasayan, would say, even the blind can see. And what is good governance? See, most people don't understand that. Somebody said something that now let's share the give award, and some people would even tell you that probably they influenced the award. But the truth of the matter is that, firstly, is government has something that we call, let me mention some things for you. Accountability is one of the pillars of this government. Transparency, inclusiveness, carrying people along and all that. Respect for the rule of law, See, he was a legislator before, a speaker. And when he was a speaker, there was perfect synergy between the 3 arms of government. Now imagine him being the governor now. And these are the things that it's not about, we're not talking about infrastructure right now. But you see, when you have respect for rule of law, your government is transparent, and all that. What else? In the entire state, 36 states, the best governor, good governance. This is a round of applause for you.
Okay, so do you think he was nominated for that position, or his work actually spoke, or gave him out?
His work.
Is he a nomination thing? Because he's been bagging these awards back to back.
Yeah.
Now one would believe that probably he was nominated, or would you say his work actually? Because these people are not just Deltas, and he's doing this job only here in Delta, but he's being recognized in other states. Yes.
Now, firstly, have you noticed that His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, does not only handle projects that has to do with the state. Most of the roads are federal roads. His Excellency will tell you that as long as it affects me, as long as it affects Deltas, I don't care if it's a federal or state road, it gets involved. Not many governors do that. Do you understand? Two, the governor has a good relationship with the local government and also the federal government. The governor has been able to attract a lot of beautiful things from federal government. And let me tell you something, in terms of education, see, let me tell you, see, your good deeds can never hide. A golden fish has no any place in the water. When we see in the last, I think this government will be 2 years next month, right? Now look at what the man has done in all sectors. In all sectors, this is the governor in Nigeria that carries the people along more. We're talking about carrying the youth.
Yes.
He engages community leaders.
Yes.
Engages rulers. Engages the youth, the women, in everything he does. Because he always said that my government is an all-inclusive government and for all. That alone is something you must applaud him for. And that thing deserves an award. Look at the social investment programs he has been doing. People have been seeing.
Yeah.
People have been seeing. Now, a lot of people who this time around, it's not as business as usual where you have to know someone to know someone. No. This is governance. This is governance. This is dividends of democracy. Sheriff Owerri is bringing dividends of democracy to the people. It deserves an award. And anybody who says he doesn't deserve it, that person is just an enemy of progress. That's the truth. Because of late, even members of the opposition party, they keep saying, this man has done wonders. Let's give him a second chance. Because if you really are a Delta and you mean well for the state, you won't even say otherwise. You won't say otherwise.
Okay, that is the Odidimadi. One that's Odidie Lumelu. Two all at the they're all at the award-winning presentation. So quickly, what impact do you think this award will have on the governor's future policies and initiative on the one side, and how does Governor Sheriff Oruwega Francis leadership style contribute to his success in governance?
Now, I said something earlier. I talked about his government being an inclusive government. Now, this award is really going to encourage him, and in his words, it's really going to spur him to do more. Now, one, we all know he has promised more, and he's doing more. But there's something that His Excellency keeps talking about: engaging the people of Delta State. Let them be part of the government. If you look at his appointment style, it is cut across the three central districts. It is cut across the three central districts because he knows that he cannot do it alone. And for him to be able to progress or rather succeed as a good government or a good governor, he needs the ideas and the feedback from every boy, girl. Do you understand? We recently, you saw this, what's it called, job creation he did the other time. Why? He knows that the economy of this state is also dependent highly on those small-scale businesses. And that's why he decided to put in money there, give them grants, you understand? So that the state can make money back from there. And if the governor continues like this is just 2 years. The governor can continue like this for the next 2 years. Trust me. Delta State, in fact, I believe in the next 2 years going to have 3 or 5 more awards. Yes. Okay. Because he has a lot. He has a lot coming out.
All right. So some people now, they argue that political awards are often more about public relations than performance. So what, in your view, sets this vanguard recognition, this award, what sets it apart as a genuine reflection of governance?
Well, it will be, I don't want to sound like a broken record, because I've said this over and over again. And like I said also, if you're an honest Delta, especially if you live in Delta State and you have eyes, definitely you will know. Now, let's talk about, let me just focus on road. If you're someone who flies Asaba, Ughelli Warri Road, you won't tell me that it doesn't deserve to be awarded. Projects that have lasted for many years, in less than 2 years, this man came and did a fantastic job. Look at the man taking care of every. There's no local government you go to today that you don't see the footprint of Sheriff Owerri. You can fact check me. all local government, 25 local government in Delta State. This is a man who approved the last executive council, they approved 205 billion, which has never happened before in Delta State. And yet you tell me that it doesn't deserve it, it is politically, whatever. No. Look at what he's doing in terms of, now, the first time, before, normally when they pay bursary, we pay bursary to Deltas, villages of Delta State in state universities and all that. But now, College of Education, College of Nursing, you understand me? Law schools and all that, as long as you're an individual of Delta State, people are benefiting from the more agenda. What else do you want than to encourage a man?
All right, so quickly, I like to be on the same page with you, because if you really want to know how good the man is, then you travel and see for yourself. I have the privilege to go through up to Mosuka. I went through the Warri axis and all of that, and I saw the massive political spending. And I was in a tricycle when the rider started and just engaged. And he said, you see, what Sharif is doing is leaving his name for the sons of time. Because as a street boy who has a street credibility,
street general.
Okay, yeah, it's not moving.
Yeah, the street general.
Elevated to street general.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? When he walks on the road in years to come by, people will say, that is the man that gave us
Good.
that benefits that experience. So quickly now, what are the key challenges that Governor Obriwori faces in implementing his vision of Delta State?
Well, I think the only thing which I would say that it's very, very important in any government that really means well for the people is enhancing peace and security. And that is part of his more agenda, and that's what he has been trying to enhance for a very long time now. If you notice, rather some months ago, he donated vehicles to the Nigerian police force and other security agencies for efficient patrol and all that. And he has increased funding, for the security agencies in Delta State. And also for some time now, we've had, we've worried less about kidnapping and all that, even though you cannot completely eradicate criminality, but it has really, really reduced. And you see, we talk about communal clashes and all that, but he talked about it in one of his events he attended. He said there's going to be communal clashes, border disputes and all that. But you see, because of what we call political blackmail, that is the problem Delta State is facing. That you see what is good, and yet you try to go meet the gullible people and tell them otherwise, and then making them create mayhem or whatever to disrupt the peace of the state. That is one major problem that we're having. And that's why I always use the opportunity to talk to Deltans. Don't be gullible. Someone cannot just walk up to you and tell you this man is doing wrong, and you know he's doing right. You understand? Most of the conflicts we have in the community, they are all instigated by political distractors. I'm saying this on TV so that Deltans will not fall prey for people like that or to people like that. If the government is working, all it needs is a peaceful environment to continue to advance Delta State with more agenda. And so all the policies I know that cannot strive in a violent or non-peaceful environment. It's as simple as ABC. Every time you hear one or two things happen in certain communities, most times, if you investigate very well, they are deliberate, and it is wrong. The people must stand for what is right. Governor Sharif doesn't have to go to your community and tell you that this is right. You can see, you have ears, and that is why today the man involved everybody from every local government. There's hardly a community person that's not appointed in this state. Why? Because he wants inclusiveness. He wants you to be part of it. He wants your contribution. And so if you have any issues, you can go to that person. That person knows how to channel for blood. I don't know how, but most Deltans are so gullible and will need to work on that seriously, so that the governor's policies and all that can be achieved, so that there can be more development.
I'd like to take you on the choice of most Deltans. Are you talking about 80% of Deltans, or a few gullible ones that fall within the ambit of SAR? I would say, because look at the current Joe, Shekiri, Rudolph, area of delineation. I don't you think it's a calculated attempt to kind of cause me?
Well, being honest with you, the Shakiri people, the Joe people, and the Ugo people, they have their rights. This government has already talked about my government for all. I will listen more and do more. And if you have a complaint or you feel marginalized or in any way, right, the government is here to dialogue with you. Honestly speaking, that is what I love about him. That's why do you think we call him the street general? He will tell you, bring your complaint, but be constructive. You don't have to be violent trying to make a case. Do you understand? So I really don't want to go deep into that because I think that has already been their plans to resolve that problem, you know. But for me, I won't even say the Shekiri people, the Joe people, or the people did wrong or whatever. If you feel you're not being treated well, you have the right to come forward and speak up. You understand me? And the government of the day, government of Right Honorable Sheriff Oborori, is ready to listen and tackle any problem. He has promised that and he's doing that already. You can see the way he handled the Okoma situation and many other situations. Even right now, the Ogbejo and two communities have been having communal clash for a very long time now. You can see what the SSC is doing right now, restoring peace back to a community that has not had peace for almost 10 years. You know, that is it because he promised to enhance peace and security, and so we must all support it. If he said if there's a problem, you don't. A lot of us act on impulse. Somebody just come to you, maybe in a salon and all that, said, "This government not to try. Now leave family, you know, it's not working, it's not doing it." The next thing you leave that salon, you go to your house and you start telling your children and children that is wrong. You're not helping matters. You're not helping matters. So we must be very careful. And this also has to do with my project, Connecting Vulnerable Deltas. I told you, I said my project also helps to mitigate insecurity, political blackmail, and all that. So when I go there to preach the more agenda, to tell them about what the government is doing, I also try to advise them not to be gullible. I tell them things they need to know, first-hand information, so that they'll feel carried along and end up giving them empowerment. Because I know that no matter how good you are as a governor or a president, trust me, there are those persons who will always want to discredit you because of their selfish interest. I won't allow that.
Alright.
I think that's one major area
we
that
understand.
it's almost like a deficiency, that insecurity, it really goes here and there. Even somatic.
Yeah.
We understand that the more agenda is barely 2 years, and you said it while you were making one of your speech. Now, do you think that this award came too soon, or is it a timely recognition of meaningful progress? Would you say it's rather too early? Like he has not started, and he's being recognized here and there, back to back. What happened when maybe he completes his tenure?
No, good. No, I love that. You see, you can see I'm smiling sheepishly. That's to tell you the kind of grace he carries. Now let me tell you something. These awards are yearly awards. You understand me?
Yeah.
Which means that your performance every year. And so even if your first year you perform, greatly, you still deserve that award. And if the governor continues to do well, they will give him that award every year. The truth of the matter is that in less than 2 years, this man has done so much. This man, there was once award he received, and the guy said, this day, alright, he said the most underrated governor. I love that word because really it was underrated. Governor Sheriff doesn't have anything to prove anymore. He has shown to people that I'm not just the governor of the Delta State, I'm the people's governor. The street general. The man with street credibility.
He was actually
the man of grace. I'm so happy because it makes the job easy for people like us who are media aides, because I really don't have to talk much. I really don't have to explain to you further what he's doing because you can see it, you can feel it. The other day I was on a plane to Abuja, and the guy sitting close to me we started a conversation about Delta State, and he actually told me that he was an APC man, or rather he's an APC member, but before being an APC member, he's first in Delta, and he must tell himself the truth that irrespective of the fact that they have different political interests or whatever, the man Sheriff Oborori is doing a great job. He has surpassed the expectations of a lot of persons, and even the oppositions don't even know where to come from. Let's be honest, where will you come from? Is it infrastructure, development, and all that? And let me tell you something, this is just 2 years. 2 years. Do you know what's going to happen next 2 years? And by the grace of God, the next 4 years. Come on. So I'm so excited. To His Excellency, once again, congratulations, Your Excellency. Well deserved.
Okay, I'd like to take you on this very last aspect of the conversation now. APC, PDP, moving forward. Just over the weekend, over the weekend, we had a delusion of migration, movement of people from DU, CDC, MRS, by, I don't know, is it through hired a crowd now, okay, defecting to APC. And when you look around, those people who move in, they are all men of the PDP scheme. If yes, the government is doing so well, why are we having such
I love this question. Now, cast your mind back during the primaries, or rather the general election that brought Sheriff to office. A lot of strong PDP members, strong Rubikis, they left the party. They all left the party. But you see, the beauty here is this. It was an opportunity for fresh breeds, talented young men and women to come on board. And so, even after that, the governor still won massively. Do you think this is going to be an exception? Anybody leaving the People's Democratic Party today, I'm not speaking for the party. I'm not a party spokesman, but I'm a Delta. And the man I work for and support is under the umbrella of the People's Democratic Party. And so anybody leaving that party today is not leaving the party because the man is not working. He's leaving the party for his own personal and selfish interest. Not because the man is not working. People must understand that. Now, for instance, the man is a no-nonsense person. It doesn't give you job because you're my friend. He said it. There's a little governor who goes around with cutlass to check if the specifications are correct. You understand? And most of the persons are not happy with him. It's not, like I said, it's not business as usual. Where they give you projects, you can abandon them and say we are both party members and come on. No, not with Sheriff Obere. Sheriff Obere is concerned about delivering good governance. Now, I think you've seen most of the inspection he carries on. The governor himself goes round to inspect. Do you think most people are happy? They are not happy. Right now, you don't have the opportunity to eat free money. Look at what the governor is doing today. In the medical sector, all those Deltas who travel abroad are still receiving salary. Cut them off. He has ordered to cut them off and replace them with those who don't have a job. Some of these people are PDP members. I'm just saying. So a lot of people might not be happy with the man for the wrong reason. Sheriff Obere has always said that you can only be my friend if you do the right thing. And so if you're declared from the People's Democratic Party, then you have the right to do that, but not because the government is not working, but because they feel that they don't have a table in what's happening right now. Let me tell you something. This is the only government who doesn't discriminate. Talking about your societal status or your political affiliation. No. I know of many APC members. Look at the award. Did you see the respect he got from Dafenone, the senator Dafenone, the House of Rep member? Those are other political party members, but they respected. You know why? Because those men can identify something good. So he's friends with everybody. If you want to be my friend, come, but come with clean hands. That's what he's saying. So whoever wants to decamp or whatever movement and all that, it doesn't shake anybody. The men and women on the streets, the market women that are benefiting, they will stand and rise for the street right on negotiating.
Okay. There you know.
Yeah.
They seem to have so much confidence.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And they talk with all air of possible perfect positive thoughts.
The governor is a man who loves God so much, right? And let me tell you something. We're all working for him after emulating. the man's confidence in God is so strong and love for God. And Sheriff's life is an evidence of grace. So that's why I'm talking with so much confidence.
Okay, I'll leave you on this note now. But how will this award influence future investment of collaboration?
Beautiful.
In Delta State?
Beautiful. This is, I don't have to even talk much on this. Now, if you are an investor who probably having, mixed feeling about investing in Delta State, right? In as much as you've seen all the development taking place and all that, the infrastructure development, economic development and all that, the reforms and all, but you still have mixed feelings. With this award, you will be so confident to invest in Delta State. And that is what the government right now they've been doing, trying to bring investors. Because His Excellency is trying to be very, very careful, not just bringing in investors that will come and how do I put it now? Maybe you plan to do an invest for 10 years and within 1 month you are done and gone and all that. You want to do something that will benefit the people, create jobs and all that. So it's not in a hurry, but there are a lot of plans, to bring in credible investors. And this award will seriously encourage investors, even abroad, foreign investors to Delta State.
Well, thank you so much.
Right. Signing off.
Thank you so much. You have actually spoken well. Of a truth, yes, the governor is really doing well.
Yeah.
And we can never get tired of receiving and seeing new things that he will be doing. So many persons are still sitting down to say, oh, it has not come to our side. There was one program that was held some weeks ago. It says Ukodo. The Ukodo will get to everybody.
Ukodo Festival.
Ukodo Festival, yes. And they said the Ukodo will get to everybody. So for those persons that the Ukodo has not reached, please give them your word of advice.
The truth of the matter is that it depends on how you see it. For me, the Ukodo is going round.
Okay.
And some people expect financial Ukodo. Why some people just want the governor to do things that will benefit their children.
Okay.
So whichever way you see it, Ukodo is going around. And expect more. Deltas, expect more. For we have a man who believes in accountability, transparency, and progress.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We have been speaking with Ambassador S.A. Joshua Emadife. He is a senior special assistant to the governor on media, and we have been looking at Governor Sheriff Operewori's Vanguard Award for Good Governance. Thank you so much for coming, sir.
Very much.
All right, this is where we wrap it up. We'd like to thank you so much. Address you as the award-winning guests for today.
Award-winning aid.
Yes, who's been speaking on the award-winning governor on good governance. I'm talking about one of that. Right Honorable Sheriff Francis. Thank you, Ambassador Joshua.
Thank you very much.
SSA.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, leaving it wrapped up for today.
Yes, I would give you 3 behavioral codes that you have to abide. 1 is be passionate, 2, be impactful, and 3, be respectful. I'll leave you with that. Have a beautiful week ahead.
All right, tomorrow is another bright day. We'll do it again bright and early. On behalf of the production crew, you've been the best. My name is Onomental. God bless the Delta State. God bless Nigeria. Out.
The award celebrates public officials who have demonstrated excellence in public service, infrastructural development, economic transformation, and people-oriented leadership. Governor Borewori earned the accolade for his commitment to transparency, inclusive governance, and the rapid execution of strategic developmental projects under his more agenda. Receiving the award, Governor Borewori expressed gratitude to the people of the state for their continued support and reaffirmed his administration's dedication to delivering more dividends of democracy. He said the recognition was not just about him, but about the resilient and hardworking people of the state, adding that it was a call to do more and serve better. Vanguard's editorial board described Oborewori's leadership as purpose-driven and people-focused, highlighting achievements in road construction, education, healthcare, youth empowerment, and security initiatives across the state.
The big heart himself, His Excellency Sheriff Oborowori, Executive Governor of Delta State.
Indeed, we celebrate and honor the Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Governor Sheriff Oborowori. Congratulations.
Governor Oborowori was given a heroic welcome on arrival by eminent Deltans, including some members of the State House of Assembly, as well as National Assembly of the APC and PDP extraction. In an interview, the immediate past minority leader of the House of Representatives, Honorable Ndudi Elumelu, and the chief advisor to the governor, Chief Igoyota Amori, described the award as well-deserved.
All of us are here to thank God for what God has done for us by giving us Sheriff Oborowori as the governor of Delta State. Everywhere in Delta State, in 25 local government, projects are everywhere. Children are happy in school. The hospitals are working. Water, boreholes. You can keep on naming them. Farmers are happy. The market women are happy. And the roads are being constructed.
Governor Sheriff Oborowori has been a very wonderful governor in Delta State. He has done very, very well in these last 2 years, or in these 2 years of his administration. You cannot assess him unless you are in Delta.
It will be recalled that in less than 2 years into his first term, the governor has completed key infrastructure projects and introduced reforms aimed at boosting economic growth and improving the standard of living in the state. Ejime Uduime reporting.
Delta people in less than 22 months. Governor Oborowori don show say im promise not be plenty talk wey dey full basket, not be cho. With im more agenda, meaningful development, opportunity for all, realistic reforms, and enhanced peace and security, progress don burst out everywhere. Im don upgrade over 500 roads, initiate over 300 new ones, and build plenty bridges wey dey connect our communities.
When I this year, my spirit is joy. I'm already high. Because this bridge never tell me this sheriff talks well. Julius Berger is the high. Sheriff! Ah, yes.
For education, over 3,000 teachers and support staff don join, and schools don dey get better shine.
I really want to say the government have done a good job providing us with these new buildings because we lack lecture or we are grateful to the government.
For the health sector, 1 billion naira, you dey hear wetin I dey talk, 1 billion naira don burst out our health insurance. Hospitals don dey get better modern equipment and new health colleges don open. Every day changes dey happen for Delta State. For agriculture, 1 billion naira intervention fund dey help our farmers to produce better food. Make we now begin to dey talk about environment sef wey dey sup for the state. Sheriff don touch over 200